Hey everyone, welcome back to U.S. Immigration, where we dive into the stories shaping our world without the spin. Today, October 9th, 2025, we're tackling a hot-button issue: the growing clashes in U.S. cities over President Trump's immigration crackdown. From Los Angeles to Chicago, tensions are high as new policies roll out, sparking protests and legal battles. We'll break down the rules, the unrest, and what's changing, all backed by reliable sources. Let's get into it. First, a quick primer on the new rules and requirements driving this. Since taking office in January 2025, the Trump administration has moved fast on immigration. On his first day, President Trump signed Executive Order 14159, titled Protecting the American People Against Invasion. This order directs federal agencies to enforce immigration laws more strictly, prioritizing deportations of those with criminal records and expanding border security funding. Key changes include alien registration requirement. Non-citizens must now register annually with USCIS, providing biometrics and proof of status, a revival of older policies with stricter penalties for non-compliance. Expanded biometrics and surveillance. New tech like facial recognition at checkpoints and visa interviews to track overstays. Visa restrictions and bonds. Tighter rules on student and work visas, including a visa bond program where sponsors post financial guarantees, and limits on foreign media stays to 240 days. Mass deportation funding. A recent $170 billion bill allocates billions for IC operations, detention centers, and rapid removals. These aren't just tweaks, they're a full overhaul, testing executive powers and drawing from Project 2025 blueprints. Families, businesses, and universities are feeling the ripple effects, with work visa backlogs growing and international students facing uncertainty. The current scenario? Enforcement ramped up in summer 2025, with ICE raids hitting sanctuary cities hard. This has shifted the landscape from targeted actions to widespread operations, straining local resources and communities. Map of U.S. highlighting cities like L.A., Chicago, Portland, Atlanta. B-roll of protest footage focus on crowds, signs, and police lines, emphasizing peaceful elements where possible. Now to the heart of it, the clashes. Protests kicked off in June in Los Angeles after ICE raids targeted workplaces and neighborhoods, leading to the arrest of hundreds. Demonstrators, including immigrant rights groups and local leaders, rallied against what they call family separations and overreach. By early October, these have spread to at least 10 cities, including Chicago, Portland, Atlanta, and D.C. In L.A., an overnight curfew was imposed after scuffles between protesters and federal agents escalated, with reports of tear gas and arrests. Chicago's seen aggressive ICE tactics at community centers, sparking confrontations and calls from Mayor Brandon Johnson for de-escalation. Portland and other spots have stayed mostly peaceful, but Trump's threat to invoke the Insurrection Act allowing military deployment without state approval has amped up the stakes. Federal officials are pushing back, demanding protection for ICE agents and criticizing sanctuary policies. Meanwhile, states like California and Illinois are suing over National Guard deployments, calling them unlawful. It's a legal showdown that's testing federal state lines. On the ground, these aren't just headlines. Immigrant families worry about daily check-ins under the new registration rules, while businesses in agriculture and tech face labor shortages from visa curbs. Advocacy groups like the ACLU are mobilizing legal aid, and faith leaders are hosting unity events to bridge divides. So what's next? Courts could slow things down, but with midterms looming, this debate will intensify. For more, check the sources in the description from the White House to on-the-ground reporting. What are your thoughts? Drop a respectful comment below. How should the U.S. balance security and humanity? Hit like if this helped, subscribe for updates, and we'll see you next time. Stay informed, stay kind.